Hello, hi, welcome and thank you for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day or night. We're gonna do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever it finds you, it's the right time. Just see what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember that divine inner guidance is in you and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the Oracle of the Mermaids. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. What would be helpful today? Insight, wisdom, guidance. Please and thank you. Ooh, what is this? Visions. Ooh, you're getting some powerful psychic insights on which direction to go, how to help your dreams come true, how to, because you have a 17, how to even mend a certain situation, or I see like healing. But this is paying attention to also insights that you get subconsciously and consciously. So I am seeing dream time. Maybe some of you are like astral traveling in your dreams, waking up in the middle of the night at a certain time. Maybe write down what you think first or what you were just dreaming about. I'm even seeing that weird time where you kind of wake up in the morning and then you fall back asleep for like 20 more minutes, but that's when the vivid dreams come. I do feel like you guys are remembering your dreams more, but I see you following your dream or following your path. Guidance along your path. Maybe some of you are really having a big like spiritual wake-up call, growth spurt, expansion. You're actually starting to see a lot of synchronicity in your life. Like, that's weird. You were just having that conversation with your friend yesterday. How did that appear in your life today? Like, you even want to call your friend and be like, yo, you know the thing we were just talking about? I just saw this. How weird is that? It's not weird. It's synchronicity. It's your inner world reflecting your outer one. And the more you're in tune with it, the more you have allowance with it on however it comes in, the more it happens. But it's that allowance that's key. You don't force the visions to come. You can visualize, dreams and picture something vividly, but that's still creation. But this is a little bit different. This is insights coming towards you. This is spiritual downloads. I'm actually getting some of you are maybe at some points a little overwhelmed with how much you see. Like, not like you're trying to put something in order. You're trying to make logical sense out of everything, and it doesn't really work like that. Sometimes it really doesn't make any sense. It's not always logical. I do feel like you should have a synchronicity journal, a dream journal, that's a bigger than Kawinky Dink journal, or in your phone notes, anything like that, where you can start to see in front of you all that happens, because it will start to increase. But I kind of feel like you can put some puzzle pieces together or something. It's like you got a little piece of the puzzle over here, and 4 days later you get the corner piece, and then you get like the whole middle all together, but there's kind of like something missing. I feel like you're gonna either start to put this bigger picture together, or each puzzle piece is more like a little treasure hunt, taking you in a certain direction towards a certain person where you have a conversation in an open door over here. You just have to kind of trust it and go with it. And I'm kind of getting like you're getting some answered prayers, but you have to allow it to come however it needs to come, because it usually does come through unexpected means or ways. I'm even getting you feeling a lot in your body. So maybe some of you are having some of the different clairs clear in your space, like you're getting bigger gut feelings. Maybe some of you are even like clairaudient. A song pops in your head out of nowhere. If you get like a little bit of that song, look up the lyrics on the whole song. I'm even getting some of you handling some objects, which is a really special gift. If you feel like, you know, as soon as you pick up your grandmother's, you know, pendant or something, I actually see even different than that. I actually see some of you, I want to say you have a hard time in like a thrift store or an antique shop or like a pawn shop, something like that. I think that's a Sublime song. Down at the pawn shop. Yeah, that's a song. I'm going to put that in the playlist. But I actually feel like if you've always kind of felt a little odd in your energy, like you can only spend maybe 10 minutes in, you know, the Salvation Army or thrift shop or something like that, it's probably because you are sensitive to all of the energetic imprints in clothing, objects, you know, what that person was going through when they wore that sweater, history on somebody's ring. Maybe you're starting to have, you're getting, ooh, yeah, you are. Getting goosies, guys. I just went down my legs too. All right, so you're getting more clear on, you know, why you might not get the whole picture or see that whole person's life, but you maybe just get the basic energetic imprint on the history of that object. And if you start to gain more clarity, then you can start to, one, protect your energy so you're not affected by all of those energies, but also to gain like a new, it's like an open focus, where maybe you can touch an object, and I'm getting just write down whatever you get. I'm getting a little bit of even remote viewing, that kind of thing, where you just start drawing. I don't know, you have a triangle, there's a cloud over here, and all of a sudden you saw blue, you know, you heard blue, and, you know, you started to get lyrics to a song here. All of that stuff, random as it seems, put it down. Because, like, I don't know if you guys know what remote viewing is. I actually had, at one point, this is when there's still VHS tapes. I listened to somebody that left, you know, the big GOV, and was like, this is something that everybody can learn, and it shouldn't be just for the special people in power. And he's like, I'm just gonna do my own course and teach it. And it basically is that you just, you know, they put something in an envelope, and it has to do with coordinates. I actually have a few books on remote viewing too. Maybe remote viewing is something you can learn. You have to practice, you have to do it, but you have to just trust, because it is a psychic ability that is in all of us. And this is a specific way you can do it, where it's kind of through a formula. Like there's a coordinates. Like they would put the coordinates of the whatever, and it was like a random numbers, put a picture in an envelope, and then they say, okay, go draw what you see. And then you look at what these people are drawing, and it literally would be like a triangle and something else, but then you'd look at it and you're like, oh, it's like a water tower with the triangles on the top. It's exactly what was in it. So I didn't even read this card. I just went on a tangent with you guys. So there's also a big moon here, and she has this image reflecting behind her, but opposite. Visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, and out of body travel. That's the OBEs I saw. Maybe you're traveling at night, or even lucid dreaming. Like maybe some of you are even learning about that, or you're having like those moments where you kind of wake up in your dream, but you kind of don't, and you get that like moment where you feel like you're almost sucked back into your body, and you're like, whoa, what was that? I'm even getting some of you hearing that, like that noise. if you're kind of conscious as you fall asleep and you're not just like passed out conscious, you know, right away, there can be that thing. It's like I don't know, I think you can look it up. It's like a boom. It's like a sound. It's like a sound, a boom, a pulsing, but you can almost feel it. It's you having consciousness of your consciousness changing from like one brain pattern to the other one. It's really weird. If you know what I'm talking about, maybe put that in the comments. It's like a pulse or something like that. So before I go on a deeper tangent about psychic visions, I do feel like you guys are gonna have a big growth spurt. You're gonna be really in tune, and it's perhaps to both help you and possibly help others. If it is connecting to others, none of those messages that you get are probably gonna make sense at all. It doesn't have to. It just has to make sense to who you're giving that message to. Wow. All right, what did I grab? Mystery deck. That feels appropriate. Let's get a little deeper into this mystery today for you guys. All right. What else would be helpful? What are just some extra messages in the in-between here? What am I also looking at? I feel like maybe the universe, and I don't know why I see the angel answers. It's very simple, and I've had it on the table here for a little while, but I, for some reason, never gravitated to it, and I feel like now is the time. So first mystery messages to be helpful. Woo! What are some messages, a little more insight on visions, out-of-body travel, clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, empathy, remote viewing. Ooh, tree and deep roots. So this is something that's deeply rooted in your soul. This could also be you branching out, gathering knowledge, jumping timelines, preparation. Something about you is really strong, or something really strong is going to root into your life. I just heard you are capable. Maybe you're questioning something. You're more than capable. So absolutely believe in yourself. Tree, deep roots. Tree. I don't know why I looked at that and I saw a tiny little bonsai tree. And I saw a money tree, but that's kind of a plant. Pine. Just made me think of pine nuts. And then I just thought of pesto. Maybe you cook. I don't know how I went from that to pesto. Presto. I don't know why I just heard the name Jamie. Okay. Jamie, Jimmy, Jain, Joanna, Jocelyn, Javier, Norah, Emily, Todd, Justin, Sabrina. Those are really weird, and I usually get my names when they come through like all together, like a big old lump. That was a lot of J's. I think I said a lot of J names. So maybe it has something, maybe it's not even that name specifically, but the letter J. Now I just thought of a blue jay, which is in the kind of the same family as like a crow or a raven. Maybe blue, Maybe it has to do with speaking. Blue jays are really loud birds. Throat chakra, there's also a lot of blue here. Maybe blue and green. Heart chakra, throat chakra. Maybe it's about speaking about the visions that you have, or conversation that helps you root something in or branch out to new possibilities. I didn't even pull a card yet. I love this right now. Let go, let God. You know, there's that message, God helps those that help themselves. So there is action you need to put in something, but it's not overpowering action. It's, especially if it has to do with visions and insight, you do have to just let go and let the messages come through and just trust that they will, when the time is right and how it needs to come through. So it is the most beneficial for you and everybody involved. Because when God's involved, it's love all around, unconditional love. It's not, you know, this person gets a little extra and that person's, you know, shunned away. It's so everybody helps. But on earth, we're here to learn. It is kind of like a weird little school. So sometimes it is about learning the lessons, but God would help you get through something faster and stronger because of any lessons you had to learn. If this has to do with anybody else, I feel like it's maybe sending a prayer, sending love. And what's that, like, Let God Take the Wheel? I think that's a song too. I can't think of who sings that. Time is so precious. If there's anything you want to get to, you've always wanted to do, you've had visions and dreams with, part of your dreams, because this is, I saw the dreams or the star, or, you know, your wish come true with that 17. Today is the day. You know, life goes by very, very fast. Every moment you have, every day that you have, it's waking up and saying, you know, this is sweet. I actually just had a conversation with someone, and he was telling me how his father is like 90 something years old, and he's somewhere over in Europe, and every day he just wakes up, he says, oh, I'm here. Wow, what a good day. He like goes out to the window and he looks outside and he's like, look at the birds, look at the sun, I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee. Like, he's just so excited that he gets to be here. Like, what do you get to do today? Because you get it. So don't wait, you know, even if you have these big plans, all these things you want to do on the 5-year plan in 20 years, how can you still root yourself into the now that you have? Like, really be in gratitude. So time is so precious. And I like this. I mean, once lost, now you're found. Or once somebody, maybe it's also that you have let go and let God here. So maybe that was the prayer I saw that you put out there, the love you put out for someone else. Maybe you felt like somebody was lost. Maybe you could see everything. You know, you had that discernment to know somebody's situation, but they weren't ready for that lesson. Maybe they were lost at one point, or maybe you were lost at one point, and maybe you feel you're back in action. Not lost anymore. That light bulb is about to stay spiritually lit for the long haul. This could also be something, didn't I see, I feel like this whole reading has just been like downloads. I think I said something about a puzzle. I'm putting something together. I feel like maybe there was one piece you didn't have, or you felt like maybe a dream or something like that was lost. It was a lost cause, and maybe you found a new dream. You found a new you. You found a new piece of the puzzle. You found a new clue. It sounded like a little poem. It's like you're a poet and you didn't even know it. That's so corny. All right, let's get one more. One more. And then, what did I say? I don't even know. The universe. What is one more message? Please and thank you. Are you happy? I mean, you have time is so precious. You were lost. Maybe it was in a place where you weren't enjoying being there, or you weren't pursuing what brings you joy. Maybe this is what you ask somebody else. Are you happy? If you're not, well, why don't you change it? Or why don't you, start to do something today that makes you happy, that makes you smile, makes you in that energy of joy and gratitude. It's a very powerful message. It's very simple, and it can really throw somebody off. A lot of people go through their life, don't really ask them that. And they go a long time and realize they were going a long time and weren't really happy for a lot of it. So I used to have I actually used to have a little sticky note. I don't know even why. It was on my old refrigerator for a long time. And it just said, choose happy. I stuck it up there. It was up there for years. Like, choose happy. So, happiness in yourself. Happy with the people that you vibe with. Happy with the things that you put your time into. Happy that even if times are weird, you got stronger. Or if something was, what I say, a puzzle before, puzzling, that you found a solution, or it redirected you to a different, I just saw like a different open door, but I actually saw that timeline thing again. I kind of feel a sneeze coming. It's like sneaking up, and I'm not sure. It's like that, when a sneeze is like kind of back there. So let's shuffle. If I feel it's getting close, I'll pause you. It's like a tickle. Maybe there's something that's kind of like that. It's like a little tickle. It's kind of there, but not quite to the forefront. I still feel it. All right, let's get a message from the universe. What's a message from the universe? Yeah, I feel like it went away. Maybe it's like that. It's like a little message that comes up. You get like a little, like it's there, kind of fuzzy, but maybe write it down, before it's like lost, kind of like waking up and a dream kind of goes away if you don't think about it. Or sometimes it sneaks up on you in the middle of the day. And you're like, oh, I had a dream last night. That was really weird. And it's probably because you saw something in synchronicity in your life that reminded you of that dream. So don't lose sight. What was your first thing? Visions, psychic insight. And now this says, well, if you lost it before, you're going to find it soon. Don't lose sight. This is exactly what I just said, guys, of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. And it's necessary to experience the difficult times. That's exactly what I just said. That's when you grow the most. We're here to grow. Doesn't always mean it's easy, but it's gratitude for all of that. There is always light at the end of a dark tunnel. Where's your light? You got your light, but you know what? Now it's spiritual light and maybe some divine sunshine on your growth. Yeah, let's get an angel message. That's the one I was talking about. I like your messages today. Except I feel like a lot of those first messages that came through, it was like, so I'm not exact. It's interesting. When I do readings, I know I have different cards and every day is a little bit different. But when I'm done, I don't really remember what came through. I have like a general idea, but then I go about my day, I totally forget. And the only reason I can get the titles and that I remember anything is because I know I I get music. I'd love to do the playlist for you guys. So if you didn't know, there's some playlists in the description. Feel free to click any songs that feel like they have a little spiritual insight for you. Maybe there's something in the lyrics, in the messages, but I started watching the readings once to get all those songs before I post it. And I'll watch the reading and it's like I'm watching it for the first time. So it's interesting. Like I just thought of the reading from when the painting fell off. It was really weird. I just kept going. It just flew off of the wall. And I was talking about not taking the blessings that God was providing and looking in the wrong direction. And I didn't even remember that happened. And then when I saw the reading and I saw the painting, maybe I'll put a link for that specific reading if you didn't watch it. I like rewind that a bunch of times. I was like, it just falls off. It was so weird. So, but not, energy is everywhere. So sometimes it has to like come through soft, like a whisper, and sometimes it needs to make a little bang, little noise. So let's get an angel message. These are kind of simple and a little different, and I haven't used them in a very long time. So what's an angel message right now to help the collective with a little insight? Please and thank you. Well, your angel message is coming through just to verify, that you need to listen to your intuition. Your intuition's going to be on. It's going to be on, but you need to hear it. You need to listen to it and follow it. Listen to your intuition. You got the whole world in your hands here. You're also beaming energy from your heart space. Look at that crown on your head. It's so fancy. You're also getting spiritual downloads straight from God, straight from the divine, right into your crown chakra. And you got butterfly wings on your head. You are transforming. You have this almost like this purple robe on, but do you see how the energy of your aura is, it's like golden wings. And it's, what did I say before? I said something about what you touch, right? And you can feel the energy in it. She looks like she's holding an object and feeling it. So I do feel like that is a message for some of you. But it could also be the world of possibilities are literally in your hands. All right, let's go to the tarot. Which one? I brought the Star-Kissed, but I feel like I want to pull like one, like a message from something else. So let me go grab one of the angel decks and then we'll do this Star-Kissed. I'll be right back. I gotta go get it on my shelf. I also realized I didn't have the Zen sounds on. And it's funny, the one I clicked has something to do with communication while you sleep and waking up happy. Love frequencies. So, and I switched up what I grabbed. We have an angel here. We got the mermaids, and I felt like the fairy tarot was the one calling. One giving the little whisper to me on the shelf. So let's do one message as a foundation from this. So let's just start with one. I'll just go with the flow. One message to begin. Get a little insight clarity. I feel like this whole reading has kind of been the same message coming through. So you're evolving, you're growing, you're letting go, you're allowing, you're lighting up, you're valuing your time, you're in a happy vibration, or choosing to redirect your thoughts towards that direction, trusting your psychic insights, spiritual downloads, direct connection to God, to Source, to the universe. And let's ask what message would be helpful from the Fairy Tarot. Please and thank you. The King of Spring. You got beehives. He's the best king ever. Look at you. You're so smart. That's always my extra little, like, get on the platform. If you want to start a beehive, I highly encourage it. We need the bees. But look at, also it's kind of like I look at that and I kind of see a big broom. Maybe it's sweeping away something. There's also grapes, which makes me think of abundance, communication, community. What is he holding? It's like he's holding leaves. He's got that torch to light his way. The King of Spring is usually someone who's like the rock star. I mean, he is wearing quite an ornate outfit. So, fiery sign, innovative, creative, inspiring, wise, theatrical. So this is someone that's just like, you know, he's not afraid to speak up, be a little dramatic, but not overly so. Unless he's like this, then he's kind of pompous, arrogant, overindulgent, you know, caught a fish this big, but didn't, it was this big. Hi, Rose. So it's usually somebody very fiery, usually somebody who maybe shows off a little, but it's because they're confident. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, it doesn't have to be, but there's so much abundance around this particular king. Also, he is glowing in his third eye, and he's using his masculine side to light the rod, which is grounding him to move forward. I don't know why I see his shoes and I want to say he's kind of like Cinderella. Maybe finding the right fit. Look at his shoes. So this is doing something with confidence. Whatever you do, I'm even getting kind of like, you know, if you're gonna fail big, you know, and then get up even stronger. It also says there's a financial windfall, which usually gives me like King of Pentacles energy, but it feels like this is because it's attracted to him. It's attracted to this king's energy. So, I mean, you got a financial windfall coming through. That would be light at the end of the tunnel. That would also be a good reason to follow both your joy and your happiness and your intuition. If it's taking you towards financial security, where you feel stable and secure and grounded, your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. So maybe this is somebody coming in and this is someone who really believes in you. This is somebody that's bigger than a cheerleader in your corner. This is somebody who will tell everyone how amazing you are, point you in the right direction, get you an open door, get you an interview. It's a good resource to have, but I feel like he's more like a friend and a confidant, not just like somebody you know that has the numbers. And if this is you, maybe you are being guided here to even help somebody out. Maybe you're getting the psychic insights that maybe you don't understand insights coming towards you, but you're getting messages that you just get out there and you just say like weird stuff to people because you're trusting your intuition. You don't even realize that you're getting other people back on the path that they got lost on. Because this is somebody who sparks enthusiasm in others. That's really cool. Maybe you even helped somebody out in the past or coming up, and somebody's coming back around to help you out. What's up, Rose? What do you want, babe? I think she might have to go out. I'm gonna let her out before I pull another card. Hold on. All right, let's clarify the King of Spring. Clarify the King of Spring. And then we'll go to the other tarot. One more, because now we have a personality type. So this is either somebody you know, or it's what you're embodying on this journey through this transition, or having a lot of confidence in your intuitive abilities. Clarify the King. That's so big. Look at the sun. What did I say? I said something before. What did I say before? Whether like the sun was on you? The sun is so beautiful. Look at you're riding your unicorn through the sunflowers. Yeah. Look at you're blowing your trumpet. You're not afraid of like showing off or letting anyone know that you're coming. You're jumping over any hurdles, any walls. Your heart is pure. This is you feeling like a child, but also pretty mature and sassy. This fairy doesn't even have clothes on, just like a sheet. Oh my goodness. It's also a pretty big fairy if it's riding a unicorn. This is just where everything falls into place. It's that whole puzzle falling into place. You feeling really happy, in that energy of happiness with the now that you have and all that's going to happen. You feel like yourself. It feels like your truth. It always feels just right. When the sun comes through for me in a reading, it just shines a light on everything. It means clarity is coming. The confusion is going away. Your vibration is shining. It's not just an opportunity. It's not just an open door. It's the sun. What did I see before with the 17? It's not just a star. It's the star. It's the star. I do feel like you are really starring in your own you movie. You are changing the narrative. You're changing the narrative you were telling yourself. You're absolutely going in the right direction. Sometimes this is where you are vibing really different, and you're not just a little light bulb over here. You're felt. You're noticed. You're supported. You're successful. Look at this fairy. I want to show you what I can look at. He's like, oh, I forgot to get dressed today. It's okay. I got my unicorn. I brought my trumpet. Who needs clothes? I got just grab my sheet. I was just having that really good dream anyway. Plans that work out perfectly. Amazing. Where is it? Amazing ideas that lead to rewards. And what is this? And commendations. Gratitude for the blessings in life. Beautiful. Let's get a little deeper. We're going to go to the Star Kissed. Where's the star for that 17? So let's get a little Star Kissed clarity and just go a little bit deeper and get you an extra message. Let's go a little deeper into the King of Spring and the Sun Major Arcana, number 19. What would be helpful? Please and thank you. Well, whatever that just said, blessings that work out perfectly, have gratitude today, amazing ideas that lead to rewards. That's your golden ticket. Look at you got a money tree. Did I say something before about a money tree? I think I did. The money tree is growing out of your head. The ideas that, look at I'm glad I grabbed this deck. Look at, that's your tree. all of those ideas you have, there's one big one though. There's one big one that's the, you know, coming down from the divine that really gets something spinning. It kind of looks like a year. It's pointing at top at the moon. I wish my glasses were like, had zoom lenses. It also looks like a shield of protection. I feel like you're connecting to a lot of zodiac signs. Maybe some of you do astrology, or it's about a year, or it's about the different seasons. I don't know why I just saw the different decans of your rising sign. Maybe look that up. That's very specific, but if you look up your rising sign and then see which decan it is, you know, it's because it's split into 3. They're really different facets on each section. You have all this money growing on your tree, but right now it kind of looks like it's just an idea. That growth is going to come. Your prayers are going to be answered. This is the golden, you're swaying over here. I just thought of sway. When the rainbow rhythm starts to sway, make me dance, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean, where's your ocean? Hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending, where's your flowers? In the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor. Dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When you sway, I grow weak. That's a cute song. It's a jazzy song. But it looks like this is an answered prayer. You gotta take that coin. You gotta plant it in the earth to have any deep roots. You have to tend that garden. This is a brand new beginning that brings abundance in your life. It's like Charlie has the ticket to the chocolate factory, but you gotta go in and have that experience. New abundance. Answered prayers, something that absolutely can be rooted for the long-term potential of security in your life. I feel like it's that one thing, and then you have a lot of growth or a lot of new ideas that spark from that. What's it upside down? Not getting to the chocolate factory. That's what it is upside down. It's a missed opportunity, but you know what? That's all right, because you got the sun, and you know what happens with the sun? It comes back tomorrow. It comes back tomorrow. I just went Annie on you. The sun will come out tomorrow, and it'll be a better one. Upside down, you know, the sun is just a little bit of a rainy day, some clouds in the sky. The sun's still there. It's still creating warmth. It's still creating light. It's still creating growth. It didn't go anywhere. So even if it's a missed opportunity, there's going to be another one meant for you. You're following your guidance from God that you are meant to grab onto. And there are many paths and many different directions you can go on in life according to your own free will, your own lessons that you learn along that path that take you in the basic direction for what your soul is here to learn. But the direction you go can be many different ways. What did I see before about you like jumping timelines? I feel like this is your chance to jump timelines. It feels pretty big. Beautiful, golden. Let's just get a little more clarity on the Ace of Coins, this new start. It's usually an earthy energy, so it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Maybe Aries, but then I feel like you have all the water over here. I feel like you have all of the signs. Earth, fire, water, and I don't know, I still get kind of air, but maybe it's not about the thinking. Maybe it's just about the doing. Let's see. except that all these fairies have wings, so I guess that's your air. Clarify. Ace. What do we need to know about this new abundance? What would be helpful to know? You got another king. You got a lot of masculine energy here. It's the same king. You got the King of Wands 2.0 coming through. That's why I like sometimes to use 2 different decks of cards. You look like Superman in a business suit. This is a sassy king in both of these. No matter what your style is, you are up there. This one's a little more of a loner. He's standing on the top of a building, maybe ready to take a leap of faith. This one's hanging out there with the bees. Look at that guy's outfit. Now look at this guy. And it doesn't matter what gender you are. He's got another red cape like Superman, except here it's like a cape and here not just a loincloth. Well, maybe there's something about the red carpet is being rolled out for you. Or the color red. Red is the root chakra. It is where you literally ground something down into earth. King of Wands. Let's see what this one says. It says, dependently goal-oriented. So he's goal-oriented. I guess both of these kings are kind of goal-oriented. But this one's sort of doing something and looking at the, this one's really grounded, like really in earth. Really putting the work in. The beehives aren't easy. But this one's up there looking at the high, elevated perspective of the whole landscape. You got day and night. This one sees something on the horizon. I feel like all of these energies can fly. What does it say upside down? Overbearingly goal-oriented. That's kind of like the upside down. A little pompous, a little full of themselves. The loudest person in the room. Kind of the know-it-all. Over-exaggerator. But because you got this twice and you have all of this beautiful, happy energy, maybe it's somebody that was a little up there on their high horse, their high unicorn. Sometimes you have to fall off of a situation, have that light go out, uproot something or be uprooted to recognize how precious time is. Maybe question what really makes you happy, especially if it's changing throughout your life. What can make you happy when you're 16 might not be the same as when you're 52. This energy of allowance, trusting that maybe God knows better than ego. But there's also healthy ego. Maybe if you're feeling a little down on yourself, put on your sexy red cape or loincloth, do the old superhero pose and change your energy. And off with your day. Just see you off with your cup of coffee. Dependable, goal-oriented. Someone who's dependable. You can rely on them. That's the same one this one said. An unexpected supporter to your cause. Maybe this one is not going to support you just once. It's going to support you all around. Maybe you got multiple supporters. People that are all speaking on your behalf. This could also be, I'm seeing the support for some of you. It might be somebody who supports you with, just being in your corner, a little pep talk, a little wisdom, putting a little pep in your step. But for some of you, it might be even like a silent investor. They're like, they don't really want to hold the coin, but they know that you're the one they can depend on to get something grounded and rooted and growing. That would be somebody who really believes in you. So I feel like this reading was beautiful. It was beautiful. I feel so blessed to be able to give you those messages today. So thank you. Thank you for being here with me. I feel blessed to be here with you. And with that, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your night. Thank you for being with me here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.